Okay, so this is how we upload a video from your photos or camera. So in my list of photos here, I can see all of my little videos. I'm going to press select up in the corner, and I'm going to tick the explain everything video that I created earlier. That's now in my camera roll. It could be just a raw piece of video that you took using the native iPad camera app. If so, it will still appear here. You would tick that one, and then you press in the top left corner the share button. Whenever you see a box with an arrow coming out of it, that's the share. So I press that, and you can see that I've got YouTube. Now I would give it a title, so let's call this one test. I could give it a description. I can add some tags. I don't really need to do any of that. I'm going to change the category to education. And again, I would make it public so that I can use embed codes from YouTube that I can put up on my website. Also note down there it says account and I'm logged in. That's one of our school channels there, so we'll talk about that. And then I just press publish. Now again, if it's a really long video, it will take quite a while to upload, for that reason, sometimes I would prefer to plug in my USB into the computer and then download the videos from my iPad to the computer, and then use the computer to upload the video to YouTube. And that frees up your iPad to keep working while the computer's doing all of the work. So you can see there, after a little minute, it pops up, tells me the name of my work is called test, and it's been published. I can view it on YouTube or just close it. So I'm going to click view on YouTube just to show you, and it'll take me straight to my little video here called test, and from there I could share by pressing the little share button, and I can go from there. So that's how you get it from your camera roll to YouTube. I'm going to show you now how to get it to Dropbox. So unlike the other way, we don't start at the photo roll, we're actually going to go into Dropbox to start. Now you find your way to wherever it is that you want to upload your photo to. So let's say I'm going to put mine into the Year 2 folder under the Activities folder. So wherever it is that you want to put it, you navigate to there. Then you use the little 3 dots at the top there. Those 3 dots will give you options, and I'm going to click the plus button or the upload button. So I press that, and it's asking me to find the video that I would like to upload. So I get a little navigation here, and I've got a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to upload this one. I could choose several, but I'm going to just choose one, and then I press upload. And you can see I've got a progress bar there. Again, this is a very short video. I think it's 8 or 9 seconds long. If you had a longer video, there's 2 things to consider. 1, the amount of time it takes to upload, and 2, the amount of space it takes up on your Dropbox. So it's really good for shorter instructions. And it'll probably be a bit quicker at school too, because I'm using my home internet here. So you can see the progress bar is full, it will be processing, and now you can see that I can actually click on that video, and then I can press play there too. So that's how you get a video from your iPad up to Dropbox.
Okay, we're going to share or explain everything here.
Okay, so this is how to share your Educreations videos. I'm at the screen, the main menu of Educreations, where it shows my lessons. The first thing I would do is I'd click the little cog in the bottom right hand corner, and I would check that I am logged in as my class account. You can see there I'm logged in as 6B Stella Morris, but you would log in with your account. So once I'm happy that I'm logged in, now I would press this share button, which looks like a box with an arrow up in the top right corner. Now on the little thumbnail of my lesson here, a little quick lesson I did called Test, I can click the little link. Obviously I can use Facebook, Twitter, and I could email the link to this lesson, but if those features aren't being used, then this is what I think is the best way. I click the little link and I get two options here. Now I only get the embed code option if I made my lesson public, and that's the main reason why I would make a lesson public. When you end your recording and you press done, it asks you to save and you get some choices. I would always choose public so that I can get this embed code. Now first of all, I'll do it by copying the lesson link. So I press that and it says link copied. Now from there I could go to my mail and I could create a new message and I can send that to myself and give it a title like any other email, but then I can paste that link, and when I send that, now my email that I've got in here, I press that link, it will start to open up my lesson, and I tap to watch on the Educreations, it loads the video, and then off it goes. So that's how you do it by the lesson link. Now if I do that again and I press the embed code, it says the embed code is copied. Now that will be the way that you embed your video on a site such as a learning management system like Life, or a wiki, or some other website, and you simply paste that copied code into an embed cell, which we'll talk about another time. But the embed code is the way to go to get your video to play on your site rather than click a link and go to another place. So that's sharing your Educreations videos via the link and the embed code. Alright, now this time we're going to have a look at sharing your Explain Everything video. In the Explain Everything app, which I'm in now, I've already recorded 8 seconds worth of my annotations and movements and voice. You can see down the bottom there's a counter that says 8 seconds. So I'm going from the point where you've already made your video. So in the bottom right hand corner, I'm looking for the little movie film symbol with an arrow coming out. So that's this one here. I press that and I get some options. So the first one that I prefer to use is the movie to camera roll option. So when I click that, it will automatically start compressing my video, and you can see it actually playing my video in the background. And you can see a progress bar there as well. So now that says that that's done, and if I go to my camera roll in my photos, under videos, I can see that that video is in fact there. If I play it, it's actually going to play there. So we can see that that works straight to your camera roll. Now going back to Educreations, the other option that you can do from here is to go straight to YouTube. Now with this option, you wouldn't want to have a very long movie. So by long, I'd probably say longer than 3 or 4 minutes. So in here I can give it some details. I can maybe just call this one test. I can give it a description. I can choose the category. I would make it public because if you make it private, you can have difficulty sharing it with others. There's other options there too, that I can save a copy of that movie to my camera roll and things like that. I'm just going to leave that for now. I think also in the app settings there would be an account that you would have signed into, so your YouTube account. So being able to upload to one of our school channels, you would just need the login and username for that school channel, which we'll talk about another time. So I press publish. It's compressing the video now, so it's not such a big file. You can see the progress bar there, just like before. It's important that you don't close the app while it's doing this. And now it's going through the upload process. Again, make sure that you don't close your app or turn your app, the whole iPad off, because it will cancel the process. Now this is only a short video, 8 seconds, so obviously a longer video would take longer to process and upload to YouTube. And for that reason, I find it better to export it to your camera roll first, and then use your USB cable and take the footage off your iPad and onto a computer, and then upload it to YouTube on a computer. But if it's not too long a movie, it doesn't work too badly at all. So I'm just going to press OK now that that's done. And now if I was to go to YouTube, so it should be in my uploads. So click uploads there. Also, note at the top there I'm logged in as my account, same as the account I mentioned before. So yeah, you can see at the top there, sharing your Explain Everything video, and there it is. From there, once it's in YouTube, you can actually then get an embed code from there so that you can put it on your website as well. So before I mentioned also that the settings in here, so I've got this screen here, just at the top you see the cog there, and I clicked on accounts, and there's a whole bunch of different accounts, and you can see I've got the YouTube one turned on. When I turn that on, it asks me to sign in with my YouTube credentials, and once you've done that, it stays logged in. So each time you do that YouTube upload, it remembers which account to upload to. Alright, so this is how, once you've got your videos up into YouTube or on Educreations or anywhere where you can get an embed code, this is how you get that embed code to go to a site like a learning management system or a wiki or another website. So this example here is my YouTube. So once I find the video that I want to embed, it'll usually start playing in this window here, and I need to go down to where it says share. So I click share and it'll give me a link, but what I want is this embed code. So I click embed and I'll see this kind of a code here. It doesn't matter what that says, that's just gobbledygook really. But one thing I like to make sure is that this box here that says show suggested videos when the video finishes is not ticked. That's the one where at the end of your video it will bring up a whole bunch of other videos to watch, and for obvious reasons in the classroom that's not preferred. So once I've got this embed code here highlighted, I can right click and I can copy that one, and then I can take it to the place where I want to embed it. So I'm on a wiki here, and I'm using the YouTube widget, or it could be any place on Life or another website where it allows you to embed video. So you find that place and then you paste that code into there, and once I load that in, I can see that it's put it there, and I press save in my website. Obviously you would need to be familiar with this part of it already, which we'll talk about another time, but now you can see that my video is actually in the page on my website. In the same way, from Educreations, I have signed into Educreations. I can see all of my lessons, and if I want to embed one of these lessons, I click the lesson that I want, it will most likely start playing on its own, so I'm just going to pause that. And over here, so this is not on the iPad now, I'm on my computer, but I've logged in using my same EduCreations account credentials. I can see some details about this lesson, and I can see two things. One down the bottom here is the link, but the one I want is embed on the web, and you can only get that if your movie is a public one, which I mentioned earlier. If you want to change it to public, you can go into Edit Lesson and change your permissions there to public. So if you don't see embed on the web, it must have been private. So go in, change it to public, and then you'll see this. When I click that, I get that same kind of code as I did from YouTube. I write, if you can't right click, then you just use Control C, and then I go back to my wiki and I paste it in that same embed code spot as I did earlier. So the main thing is knowing where to get that embed code from, and from EduCreations it's just a matter of clicking down here.